Hi guys, my name is Lizzy Ryder. For those of you that don't know, so I want to start this one out by kind of asking you guys a question. So just by a simple raise of hands, who here has ever volunteered or helped someone out in a way? Okay, perfect. All of us have. So, volunteering is something that I hold very close to my heart, and I believe that volunteering improves your life just as much as it improves the individual's life you're helping. So, to start off, just a definition of what volunteering is. So, according to definition.com, volunteering is generally considered an activity that is intended to promote good or improve human qualities of life. In return, this activity produces a feeling of self worth and respect. However, there is no financial gain. Volunteering is also renowned for skill development, socialization, and for a fun way to build your personal wealth or your personal like gains. So pretty much to start off, there are a bunch of different ways to volunteer, so I'm just going to explain a couple of those. So, quite easily, one of the easiest ways to help someone out is simply just giving them money or giving, more importantly, like an organization money. But in order to do this, you should really understand what the organization is and what it stands for and how they use your money to help others. That way, you know your funds are going to a good place and not just going to somebody else's pocket that really doesn't need it. Another way to volunteer is to offer up your skills so you can use some of your personal skills or talents to help others. So, an example of this would be like if I know how to play the trumpet, I could volunteer to help in my school music program to teach the younger kids how to play. Another one is just to simply give your time to help someone. So this is an example that like I've done to this is in high school, a group of us would go to the nursing home and would just simply like talk with the residents there, or we would read to them or play bingo or something like that, just so that they can have someone sitting there. And honestly, it was just like an hour or so. Like it wasn't hard at all. That's just a really another easy way to do that and to volunteer your time. So another way is by your physical strength, which is something that I mean, personally, I don't really do this, but I know a lot of people that do. So I got to go on a like volunteering mission trip to Mississippi where we actually helped build houses. I know that a lot of the boys like were physically the ones like putting up drywall and like helping nail in the studs and like doing the roofing. But that is just another way to help people that are in need. The final one that I could kind of think of was kind of by your knowledge. So just using your knowledge in certain areas, whether that be like academic or just in life in general, helping someone out. So what you could do is by helping tutor someone, or just if somebody really needs like somebody to talk to, but that program isn't there, you can become that person or start that program to help that person get through whatever problem they're going through. Another thing that we need to understand about volunteering is that it can affect both your mental and your physical health. Because a lot of the volunteering, if you're actually more hands on, it is a little bit more physical, but the mental health benefits really outweigh what you're putting into it, in my opinion. So, a couple different things that are necessary in order to be a good volunteer is you have to be reliable. So, an example of this was just meaning you have to be present and you have to be timely and you just have to be there on time, like I said, and put your all and be there both physically and mentally. Another one is your honesty. So, you need to be honest with your intentions. You know, if you're going in there because I have to get 30 hours in order to graduate, you're not going to get as much out of it, and it's not really going to be as much of a benefit to you or to the other person. But if you go in there and be like, this is something I want to do with my whole heart, and just explain more of like your values and your morals and why you're there, you'll honestly get a lot more out of it, and so will they. The final thing is your credibility. So this is overall just having good character qualities, and everyone's different, but just being able to put yourself out there and be somebody that is willing to help, like I kind of said earlier, just be straightforward about why you want to be there and just making sure that you're there for the right reasons. So that kind of covers like our ethos. And then so another aspect would be like our emotional how this can positively affect our emotions, or more importantly our mental health. So I just have a couple reasons. So being a volunteer can help reduce stress. So this is just an easy way to, if you're focused in on something, you have a big project coming up and you've just been stressing about it forever, going and volunteering can be a good way to kind of get your mind off of yourself and kind of redirect your focus onto someone else. Another thing that is said that it helps with our mental health is it kind of combats depression. This can be done, if you're like in a slump and you're just like, oh, like, I don't want to be like poor me, but kind of like, like my life really sucks right now. It could kind of get you out there and see maybe that people have it worse than you or people are struggling just like you so that you know that you're not going through this alone. Another way is it helps prevent the feeling of isolation. So, again, just getting out there, meeting new people, having that impact on other people's lives can really positively affect that. I found that it also can increase your confidence just getting out there, when I went on my mission trip, the first night there, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Like this, I shouldn't be here. Like this is not for me." But I don't want to have to like meet new people, do new things I'm not comfortable with. But really getting outside of your little box and just opening your eyes. And then, so it also will, the most important one is it will give you a sense of purpose and meaning. Just seeing that you are helping someone else really, um, for me personally, it hits home. And just to see that I have an impact on someone else's life really puts a lot more meaning into mine. And then the final one would be kind of to ignite your passion. So this can just spark a flame into all of your new ideas and ways in which you can help others. So I just wanted to back this up by a little or a couple different facts about volunteering and statistics in the US. So CNN.com overall says that 7.74 million Americans volunteered 6.9 billion hours in 2017. So that really is just like a outstanding fact that can show just how big volunteering is in the United States. So overall, we can see that the different personal qualities through ethos and the positive effects through pathos and the statistics through logos on volunteering and how they have a long-lasting positive impact. Thank you.
Good job. Well done.
Good job.
Thank you.